restoring balance unto thee. Do not be afraid, you're a part of saving grace. Do not hesitate, let's reignite your faith. Divine encounters are alive. Divine encounters, our lives designed. I am the oracle Apollo.
Thank you for joining me, your host, Dominique Rivera, the Oracle of Apollo. And today is Supernatural Story Time Day. Of course, I'm not going to be disappointing you all right there in TV land. Today's going to be a riveting episode, and I'm super excited to bring our speaker on today. But first, we're going to go ahead and jump into this beautiful glass of high-quality H2O that I currently have right here. So make sure you are drinking your water as you watch this feed, because this is not a passive viewing experience, but one where your energy is going to shift if you play all out, of course. And make sure if this is your first time streaming that you like and subscribe to get notified. Turn that little bell on. I am live streaming every Wednesday and Sunday night at 7 p.m. And every single week there is a winner, and we give away a personal reading to one of you lucky viewers who share this feed. And talking about sharing this feed, letting you guys know we have the golden ticket episode coming December 26th. So from November 20th to December 22nd, we are running a contest. And to enter, all you have to do is share this feed. You can share up to 3 times per episode. And if you are one of the lucky winners, you will be part of my mediumship panel to get a message from your crossover loved ones. I'm picking 9 winners for December 26th episode. And of course, if you liked this conversation we're having today, you want to dive in deeper, you want to dive into yourself, please feel free to go to meetup.com/awakened Philadelphia. Super excited. Make sure you drink your water to your health, wealth, and prosperity. To all of you, I cheers. All right, so let me get my guest on for today. We have Miss Anna. And I hope you guys give her wonderful divine encounters. Welcome, and smash those hearts and likes buttons. And we're going to bring Anna on right now. Hello, Anna. How are you today?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I love your little twinkle lights you have in the background and the flowers. So magical.
Yeah, that's part of the image.
Love it. Why don't you tell people at home a little bit about yourself?
My name is Anna Winiarek, aka Oracle of Light. Isn't it wonderful? My fellow Oracle. And the Oracle of Light came after my near-death experience that we're gonna tap into later on. I currently decided to dedicate my life to help people awaken, to guide people on their journey, which we all know it's not always an easy journey on this earth, right? And I help with spiritual coaching, intuitive readings. I am also a family constellations facilitator, which enables people to connect with their ancestral roots and families. And that's pretty much what I do now.
Wow.
Along with random tarot readings, astrology readings, and all that metaphysical stuff, you know.
I love it. You're my kind of people.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
We're coming together. The tribe. It's the time when the tribe is coming together, really.
Absolutely. Great things come from more than one of us joining one another's. When there's more than one, great things come. And it's really fun. 2 oracles for the price of 1 today. That's a divine encounters first.
Right?
I like to start off every single episode with something, Anna, that we call the good news. And it's basically the message for the collective today. So everybody at home, I hope that you listen to this message because it may, hi Donna, because it may just serve you all. And let's see what the message for today is. And to that I say, what's good? Alrighty, the card today with my brand new card holder. Hope y'all like that. Peep it, peep it. Is the 9 of materials. And here are some key words before we even jump into this. The key words for this card are the vibration of success. Ooh, I claim that. I know that's right. Self-made wealth. Ooh, what is happening here right now? I love this. Independence, enjoying time alone, the fruit of your labor, security and comfort, lavishness, contentment, sophistication, status, and prosperity. All right, let's get into the message. The message today is the brim of joy. The muse pours blessings into the present because the protected facade of the hard-working 9 of materials has finally dropped away. Her gritty mask faded as soon as she realized that her own internal light was the only way to infinite safety and success that she craved so deeply. She didn't need to fake this status or to covet this prosperity. She simply had to step into the garden of creature comforts. After doing the work required, she did the work. And doing the work that is required. Happily, and now her harvest is here. The muse wants you to dance and rejoice in this type of success and also know who you are in essence, and the world will respond in kind. Find contentment and radiate with purpose, vitality, presence, and so much love. Walking in the world as nothing but yourself, doing things your way with your heart will create a funnel of material magic and success. And here is the little poem. Come dance with me in my field full of flowers. I will gift you my infinite love. Come radiate here your essential being and be showered with me from above. Woof, woof, woof. I'm claiming all of this energy. Can I just rub it on myself?
Oh my God. Wow. I'm like, I have chills right now. Honestly, like this sounded so like all for me. Like you can't imagine. I resonate 100% with all of that. I claim that. I claim that too. Yeah.
We're all claiming it. I know that's right. Hi, Judith. Yes. You know, I feel like I was just talking about this today, Anna, with Dano from Weekly Dose of Dano. And yes, I was talking about this today and I was telling him, you know what? I know I'm in flow because the homework assignment from Spirit, because you know how they give us little homework assignments.
Yeah. All the time.
All the time. Lately, the theme is just be in gratitude. And I have found myself just laughing. Like for 2 weeks now, I've just been laughing and laughing and laughing just at everything. So I know I'm in flow because I just feel so much joy. How about you, Anna?
I feel so excited right now, but I was also nervous before I jumped in here because this is my first time doing a live interview. So it's different, you know, and like when you record, you can always edit in and blah blah blah. And now the first minute when you put me in and you said, "Oh, say something about you," I already was stuttering. No, but if I may, when you were going with your message, I went to get my cards.
Yes.
My angel cards. And this is interesting because what came out?
Anxiety.
That might be mine, right? Because that's how it works. I'm gonna tell you what they say that are angels. we surround you with the healing light of amethyst. Take a deep breath and breathe in this beautiful violet light. My amethyst is right here. Okay.
That's so cool because I do violet flame meditations on my meetup for free, guys, if you guys are interested. And one of the violet flame people that we work with, or beings that we work with, is Holy Amethyst, who brings in the violet fire.
Interesting. See? So it's all connected.
Is anybody at home feeling anxiety? Go ahead and just throw that in the comment if you feel like that message might have been for you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the rest. Feel your anxiety melting away. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. So this is the one that came out, and right after, another one came out.
All will work out well. We, your angels, are here to nurture, protect, and heal you. Trust in the healing power of our love. We love you more than you will ever know. I claim it. What? I claim it. Love this.
I hope it's gonna be helpful to anyone watching us tonight.
I'm sure it will be, especially when they hit this back on the replay. So we're
Right.
going to jump into a divine experience now, because we just learned we need to work on trust and our anxiety. So I know where we're going with this now. Christopher, are you ready to come on? This is our winner tonight. We're bringing him on. Just give me a head nod, Chris.
Hey!
All right, we're bringing him on. Woo! Here's Chris. He is our winner this week. And all together, we're going to do the divine experience. And this is for you guys at home too. So first, before we do it, we need to just look in ourselves and check where we are at energetically from 1 to 10. 1 being this is the least amount of energy that I could possibly have, and 10 being this is the most amount of energy I could possibly have. And put that in the comment section below now for you guys at home. For myself, I'm at a 10 today. I'm like ramped up. I'm so ramped up. Anna, where are you at today?
Because of this anxiety, I'm gonna be honest with myself and everyone else. I'm gonna say 6.
Love it. How about you, Chris? Where are you from 1 to 10 right now?
A little bit tired today, so around a 6 or 7, but still have enough to keep on going.
I love that. And we have Miss Judith is saying that she is at an 8, and Miss Donna, she is also at an 8. So we're as a collective, we're doing pretty good. So I'm going to call in the team. If this is your first time watching Divine Encounters, just put your phone down, put your palms face up on your lap, and you're going to close your eyes. We're going to intend today to let go of anxiety and bring in trust, because I feel like that was just too perfect. So let's go. 60 seconds on the clock, and eyes are all closed now. Take a beautiful deep breath in and just center yourself. Breathing in trust from the universe, and that can come to you as a sensation, a feeling, a light, any kind of memory or visual. And breathe into any part of your body that feels like it's tense, okay? Where there might be stored anxiousness or anxiety within. And on the exhale, we're letting that go and giving ourselves permission that on the next natural inhale, we're going to breathe in that trust once again. And this energy knows exactly where it needs to go. It is intelligent. It has its own consciousness. Exhaling, giving the body permission to release what no longer serves it. Inhaling beautiful trust in ourselves, in the world, in our path, and the divine. Exhaling once again all that no longer serves us, old story and labels. And one more final breath in, solidifying this connection. And we're going to bring our left and our right palm to touch each other in front of our heart space. And I bow to you all. Namaste. And when you feel ready, go ahead and open your eyes, or you could wiggle your fingers and your toes and gently come back into your body. And please do not stand, because you could be lightheaded, aka blissful. So that is pretty typical with these. And then let me know in the comment section where your number is now from 1 to 10, what you felt or what you saw, if it was hot, cold, tingling, pressure, flowing, discomfort, yawning, burping, any kind of release. Let me know in the comment section below. And we're going to start with you, Anna.
Definitely 9 going towards 10, like so much lighter, so much more relaxed. Thank you for that. I was going really emotional when you were talking.
Thank you, angels. And then how about you, Mr. Chris?
I'd say about an 8. Feeling less tense in the back area, and you know what? There are just some things that are just beyond description and words. You know what I mean?
Yes, very true. And you went up 2 points in 1 minute. So that's fantastic. Good for you. And Miss Donna, she went up 1 point. She is up to a 9. Thank you, Donna, for sharing. Chris, I'm going to pop you back in the green room. Go ahead and let Becky massage your feetsies, and we'll bring you back out when we play the Apollo games, okay? Ciao. All right. And Miss Elizabeth says, I feel amazing. I got dizzy, very lightheaded, and I left the physical for a while. I love that. All in
Wow.
1 minute. I hope you brought back souvenirs for all of us. Okay. And then Miss Judith is at a 9. And Elizabeth is now at a 10. And if you still feel really lightheaded, you can ground by putting opposite hands on opposite knees and just breathe downward to kind of come back into your body again, because it can get very light with the energy. For sure. Wonderful. And I love doing this, Anna, because it kind of just brings a little bit of our world into their worlds.
Right.
And shows them, look how quick I could shift my energy. Look how quick I can take my power back and control my day, all in 1 minute. 1 minute. That's it. Wow.
Yep, exactly.
And speaking of things that wow me, I watched all of your interviews in English and in Spanish.
Oh, thank you.
And I know you have a fantastic story to share. So I will let you introduce it. And then if you guys have any questions at all for Anna, put that in the comment section below. But here's Anna with her supernatural story time. Get the popcorn, because this is going to be a good one.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with it all started in November of 2000 when I was on the verge of a big career, right? I was 23, almost turning 24. I was at the last year of university, studying business management, and I was already 4 years working as a travel guide, which was my dream job. I was traveling all around Europe with 50 people on the bus, showing them around, going to amazing places. You know that Europe has amazing history, architecture, and all of that. So it was really my dream job when I was diagnosed with a neuromuscular disease called myasthenia gravis. And it all started with problems with my voice. And I didn't really know what was going on at this point. I started to feel, really the first feeling was like a little tingling in my face. Like I was just sitting in front of TV, and out of nowhere, I kind of felt this paralysis in my face, and I ran to the mirror, and there was nothing. My face was fine. But then in the next couple of days, I started to notice problems with my mimics, and then what followed up was the problems with my speech, right? So I, like, very deep inside of me, knew that something is wrong. Since I was really a little child, since I was 3, I was suffering from asthma and very severe allergies. And I also knew when the asthma attack was coming. So since very young age, I was really connected to myself. So when this happened, even if objectively it was not a big thing, like inside of me, I felt like something is really wrong. You know what I mean? And I went to the doctor, and the doctor, the family doctor, she sent me to a neurologist, And the neurologist, without even thinking twice, she sent me to the hospital. And we were like, nothing is really happening. Like, why would you send me to the hospital? No, you need to get diagnosed. And the first intake, the first time when they took me to the hospital, they didn't really confirm anything because all the symptoms were coming up only in the evenings when I was tired. And they took me only for one day, and they took all the tests during the day, and nothing came like 100% positive. So after some time they took me to the hospital again, and I stayed overnight or even a couple of nights, and they did more tests. And that's when they confirmed that this is this illness called myasthenia gravis, which is like the sister illness of multiple sclerosis. And then what they said to me, which was not a very nice thing to say, when doctors often say when they give you predictions, right? They told me, be prepared that it's only gonna get worse and that you're probably gonna end up on a wheelchair. So you can imagine for a 23-year-old who is just starting her life, starting to actually live. I just started my jobs. I just started making money, and I was really feeling good about my body and myself, as the asthma attacks like were kind of went away. So I didn't feel like I'm being sick from asthma anymore. And this thing hit. Like, why? And you starting to question, like, what is going on? What am I doing wrong? Because like it was so random, so out of nowhere, that I was devastated. I I didn't want to finish the university. I kind of put everything on hold. I got depressed. My mom really pushed me to finish the university, but I got depressed. I got really depressed. I didn't want to do anything. I closed myself off from the world, from everyone. The problems with my speech started to grow. It was worse and worse, like every month, every year. And the first 4.5 years of the illness was a slow decline until the point when my grandmother died. My grandmother raised me because my parents were young parents. They were finishing their universities when I was born. They were working. And my grandma was basically my primary caregiver, and her death was like the final hit for me, And at that point, I was basically praying, and I was asking her, Grandma, please take me with you. I have no reason to live. With this illness, I have no purpose. The only person like I loved so deeply just passed on, and I was like, Grandma, please take me with you. And when this kind of attitude, with this kind of mental thinking, you basically, what you do, you program your mind and your body to follow all of that. And what happened, because my grandma died also in November of 2004, and by March 2005, I was barely able to eat, to swallow. I wasn't able to do the basic things around me. I wasn't able to put my hand up to comb myself. I was barely walking. It was like a fast decline. in this muscular inability to do anything. And on Easter in March 2005, this Saturday to Sunday, Saturday evening to Sunday night, which for Christians, we know that it's a very important day of the resurrection of Christ, right? Look how, what a coincidence, right? What a coincidence that it all happened to me on that night. Also, I was born Catholic, so I was born to that tradition. That night, I kind of knew that I cannot go to sleep, because if I go to sleep, if I go lay down, I'm not gonna wake up anymore. I'm not gonna get up from the bed. I don't know. It was this feeling like I cannot go to sleep. And I woke up my father, which I lived with at the moment, and my dad called an ambulance, and they came, but I was terrified. I was so frightened because I knew there is nothing they can do for me. There is no pill, no injection, no nothing that they can do to help you at this point. When the illness hits, when there is a crisis in this illness, like there is nothing like when I had an asthma attack, they would come and give me an injection, right?
Okay.
Yeah, or an injection intravenous, or this. This was usually not working anymore at that point with my severe attacks. But with this illness, it was so different because I knew there is nothing they can do for me, nothing. And I was even wondering, like, if they take me to the hospital, what's next? Like, there was this big unknown in front of me, like, what's next? I feel like I'm losing control over my physical body. I'm still 100% here. I know what is going on with me, but like I even with this muscular disease, it was like I was losing control over my muscles, over what I can and cannot do. And at this point, and look what's weird, when they took me to the hospital, they put me in a wheelchair. So it was like self-fulfilling prophecy,
Yeah.
which the doctors gave me in the beginning, right? Which I tried to like push away from me, that it's not gonna be true. It came true. And I remember the last moments in the waiting room on the ER. I was in the wheelchair completely losing control over my body, over everything, I couldn't even hold my pee anymore. And the last thing I could control a little bit was my breath. And I put all my force, all my mental ability to hold on to my breath, because I literally felt like my soul is leaving my body. I felt this connection, like literally on my cellular level, you know. It's like, it's painful, and it's like, when people die, I think we know when we're gonna die, because the feeling is completely different when you feel the transition approaching. And I don't say death approaching, because now I know there is no death, there is only a transition, right? And they took me in, and the only thing they can offer me at that point was a blood transfusion, just to make, like, we even say sometimes, like, I need the fresh blood, right? like I need a new force. That's what they could offer me, like a fresh blood to see if the body's gonna pick up a little bit of vital forces, because at this point it's just about vital forces and survival, right? So to do that, to perform that, they had to do the intravenous. I'm missing the medical word now, but to do all the transfusion, you need then access to the main arteries in either in your leg or here or both, to do the full circle, because they're sucking out your blood and they're putting in a new blood to you. But to do that, they have to lay you flat on a surgical metal table, right? And when they put me flat on that metal table, I blacked out. I went out. I basically, my respiratory muscles, I don't know if because of the gravity or it was that point when I wasn't able to breathe anymore just by myself. I don't know, but I stopped breathing. The last thing I remember was this cold metal table, like the feel like here on my hands, right? And then like the next chapter was already on the other side. And yeah, and I don't remember anything. I don't remember. Many people bring up that they remember a tunnel. There was no tunnel for me. It was like straight to the light, straight out there. Then the first thing I saw was this huge bright light in front of me, like never ending, honestly. And it was brighter than the sunlight that we see. Sometimes you look at the sun, like I look at the sun now and it looks artificial to me, to be honest. Yeah.
I know you're not real.
Yeah. Because that light was so bright, so warm and overwhelming, basically. And I was like, I was also overwhelmed. I was like, oh, I'm almost home. That was my feeling when I got there. I was like about to step in and rejoin with the light. It was like, I was actually like, oh my God, I'm almost there. But before doing that, I was stopped. I was stopped by some energies. It wasn't a dark energy. It was just the energy, some entities. There was no physical, I cannot give any physical descriptions to them. I know it was multiple people, multiple beings, let's say. And they told me, we know that we wanted to come here already. We know that you didn't want to live anymore, but it is not your time yet. It is not your time. You haven't finished what you went for. But now, since everyone has a free will and you wanted to die so badly, you can come, you can go, right? You can go, but it's your choice. You can go back. You can go back to Earth, to your body, and finish what you started, because at some point you will have to go back and finish your mission with another body.
Wow.
And it was, if I think of it now, like from my logical mind, if I would apply at that moment my logical mind to that, I wouldn't probably come back, because there is no logic to come back to a body that is not working. Okay, I have a mission, I have something to do, but what am I gonna do with this half-dead body, which is all ill? The muscles are ill. I cannot walk. I cannot speak. I cannot do anything, right? What's the point? But this was like what they said to me was so convincing. Like they didn't even have to convince me, but it's this inner knowing. Like, you know, someone is telling you something, or you get the information from right from there, like we do, and you know it's true. That, like, in that moment, I suddenly remembered it was my choice in the first place to come to Earth, to come to this body.
Sure was.
And yeah, I'm already almost 30 years in. So let me go back to this body and see what I can do instead of starting all the process over, right? So I came back. It was a pretty nice and remarkable moment when I was coming back, because I was thrown into the darkness. It was very uncomfortable in that moment. I felt really tight, really tense, and I didn't know where I am. It was all dark around me, and I looked up, and there was light above me, and I started to swim. And just so you guys know, I was always terrified of a deep water. And it felt like I'm in a deep water. I'm swimming up, and I swam, and I went out. And I would never do that. Like, I would never go to the depth of an ocean or a sea when I cannot feel my ground. And I was there, with my head above the water, looking at the sun, looking at this beautiful turquoise water all around me. And like, far on the horizon, I would see like an paradise island, or a really, like, something that really looked like a paradise. Like palm trees and sand, beautiful sand. I couldn't really see because it was far away, but the feeling it gave me, it was like a paradise, like a kind of a place I would be able to call home here on Earth. And what's interesting, 15 years later, when I moved to Miami, and specifically to Miami Beach, and there were moments when with the low tide, I could swim very, very far in the ocean, and I would look back. I would see, because I lived next to the park, like a little bit far from the high rises on the beach. I would see the same picture I had in that moment. Like, this beautiful turquoise water around me, and this park and palm trees and the beach. And I was like, yeah, that feels familiar here, you know? And it was a big move, because it was 2005 when I had my near-death experience. I was almost dead. In 2012, I moved to the States, which at that point, I would never, ever imagine that anything good can happen, right?
Yeah.
Apart from coming of the journey of me becoming healthy again. That was moving across the ocean, because I'm Polish. I lived in Poland at that time. So moving across the ocean, getting married, and then in 2015, moving to Miami, and remembering that, it was like a dream come true almost. And I was like, at that time, I wasn't able to move my muscles, and now I'm swimming in the ocean. Like, where I was, where I am now, like, it's incredible.
That is incredible.
How the body, how the abilities of our bodies are so unexplored, so unknown, because right after I woke up in the hospital on the ICU connected to the respiratory machine, I knew I'm gonna be okay. I knew I'm gonna be fine. And I was negotiating with the doctors to take me off the life support because I knew I'm fine and I can breathe on my own. And of course, they didn't do it because they had the procedures. So I spent 8 days on the ICU with the breathing machine breathing for me.
Wow,
From
Anna,
then on, it was like all the way up.
you have come so far. Your story is so inspirational. Wow.
Thank you.
And you are testing this healing, this miracle healing
Yeah,
to the divine.
yeah.
Were you ever able, the entity that telepathically spoke to you, did you hear it in your own voice or in a separate voice?
No, it was a separate voice, separate
What
voices.
was it, like masculine or feminine? I didn't catch if you said that in any of the other videos.
That's an interesting question because I completely, I kind of know there was no sexual, there is no sexual,
No gender.
no gender, like they were genderless,
Uh-huh.
but I would feel like one or two of them like were more masculine energy, which I needed at that time. I needed that masculine power. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That structure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. I hope you guys smash that heart and let Anna know that you appreciated her story. Make sure that you are sharing this with a friend, and not just sharing this with a friend, but remembering that there's an incentive. You can be a winner here next Wednesday night and get a personal reading by me, or go into the bigger pond that we have right now and win a mediumship message December 26th, and you'll be on the panel of 9. Anna, let everybody know at home how they can get a hold of you if they feel inspired to work with you.
Okay, so what I do now after this near-death experience, like a lot of things started to open up for me, even though from an early childhood I had a lot of deja vus, and I grew up in a home when this metaphysical stuff was kind of normal stuff. But it took me a long time to embrace those gifts and those abilities that we all have. And now, oracleoflight.net is my website where I do oracle and tarot card readings. And my main site is annawiniarek.com, where you can read more about me, because I feel like tarot and astrology readings kind of box me, and not everyone believes in that. I also tapped into, and it was a big part of help me on my healing journey, is I discovered psychobiology, and which is emotional roots of diseases, and family constellation, which is ancestral roots of diseases, how these two come together in our lives and play out, and how our personal trauma is connected to our ancestral trauma. So besides of being a tarot reader and tapping into astrology, I also do this metaphysical work of helping people discover, decode their emotions, how their emotions affect their bodies, and how their family stories that they were born into are affecting their today's lives. So please, guys, come, and if anyone is interested, please come, write me an email, shoot me an email, or on Instagram, you can find me on shift.catalyst. You can find me on Instagram. So shoot me a message. I always reply. I always check my message requests. So don't be shy, because there is a lot of tools that we have nowadays that we can tap into to help ourselves to discover what's our purpose, what can we do to help ourselves, like anything. Like, come on, come in, enjoy. Don't be shy.
Thank you so much, Anna. You guys heard her. You guys can hit her up in these particular locations if you are feeling the call and pull to work with her. Anna, this has been amazing. I'm so glad that you reached out with your story. We're going to be bringing Chris back on in just a moment because now it's time for the Apollo Games, Anna. And this is where we test your psychic abilities and the collective psychic abilities.
Which I won one time too. I was right. The other, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago.
So let's see if you can keep the crown here. Okay, everybody, call the husband and the kitties and the wife. We're going to play the Apollo game. All right. So my question is, what am I going to reveal? And here are your options.
What am I about to reveal? Blue hallway, red hallway, green hallway, Christmas hallway.
All right, ladies and gents, you heard it. You had some color options here. Put it in the comment section below and let me know what your answer is now. Okay. So what is, Anna, you're first. What is your prediction?
Can we redo that or we don't have time to do that?
No, we can replay it. Hold on one second. Let me grab it so we can see the colors again. Here we go.
What am I about to reveal? Blue hallway, red hallway, green hallway, Christmas hallway.
So we have blue, red, green, or Christmas hallway.
I'm going with red.
Red hallway. How about you, Chris?
I'll take a wild guess. Christmas hallway.
Christmas hallway. Okay. Let's see. Judith and Sherry McQueen are also with you with Christmas hallway. Judith says Christmas hallway as well. And Sherry McQueen says, hey, my guru. All right, so let's see what the answer is. And if you guys win, you're going to get from me a social distancing high five.
What am I about to reveal? Blue hallway, red hallway, green hallway, Christmas hallway. Reveal time. Did you predict blue hallway?
Oh, so we
No.
didn't get the correct color, but that's okay. These are, you know what? They didn't want you to look too good, Anna. That's what it
Right.
was. The government might come in and be like, oh, she knows too much. She knows too much. She got 2 right in a row. So we didn't want that to happen for you, okay? Don't worry about it. All right. We're going to do the midweek collective energy check-in, and we're going to pop you both back into the green room. So we'll see you guys in a minute. You too, Chris. And we're going to do the midweek collective energy check-in and see what the forecast is for the week real quickly here. And let me pull this up. All right, here we go.
There is a button. It's a very sexy button. It says subscribe on it. I wish I could click on it, but YouTube won't let me.
All right, this is what you need to know, grow, and let go of. Let's see the first card. We have the 10 of Fire. I cannot read that far, so let's see if I can make that bigger for myself. Here we go. Too much work. Accept help from others. Life is out of balance and stress-related health concerns. You know, this kind of gives me that idea of earlier, that trust card coming back. So it's kind of like you got to just trust the process. Sometimes we feel like we have to do just to receive, when in reality, if we allow ourselves to center ourselves, we can energetically attract whatever it is we want. We don't have to chase anything. Life's not about chasing. It's about attraction. Okay, so this is what we need to know. Let's see what our next card is here, the Grow card. I love this because it's right in alignment with Anna's story. Death is an illusion. And just like Anna's story here, where she felt like she needed to do so much to try to get around this condition, in reality, it was the divine who stepped in and showed her that death is an illusion. So now this changes things. And this is not just a physical death, but sometimes when we are working towards a goal and our goal changes, or our situation changes, or our partners change, this is like a death. But within all deaths, there is a rebirth. There is a growing once again, all right? So this death is an illusion card is saying if you feel like you've had to let something go, it's okay to grieve, but make sure that you're not staying there, that you can actually move on once again, all right? And we have here the let go card, balance, spirituality, and practicality. This is just like that first card of too much work going on. All right. When we're in that too much doing, we lose focus of the being. We lose focus of our being. And a part of this is unbecoming our pattern to become who we are meant to be. There's a lot of energy flowing into me right now. So allow yourself to recognize where I can be more balanced at in my life. Am I practicing appreciation? Am I practicing gratitude? Okay. So this is very important to keep yourselves balanced. Are we recognizing the things that are leaving our life is because it's making way for more joy to come in? Joy is this is like the theme of the day, because even in the 9 of material that we got earlier, I was speaking on joy. Joy is all around us. Find that thing that makes you laugh. Don't take life so serious. Don't be so caught up in the doing that you forget to live life. Okay, and then we have your message from heaven in case someone does need a message from heaven. My death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. And I feel like with Anna's story, it shows us that we are greeted when we are transitioning, that we're not alone, and that there, even though we're in the physical body in pain, that once we transition out of that, there is no more pain. And we're going to have your angel blessing card right here. Make sure you're claiming your angel blessings, because the angels always want to work with you and uplift you. And they are blessing the collective with freedom, which is that purple light we talked about earlier. The 7th ray of the 7 rays is the violet flame, the violet light, which is the ray of freedom. And Angel Daniel blessing the collective with sweetness. Fantastic. I love this. Let me bring my guests back up here. Anna, do you have any thoughts on this? A quick little thought on this reading today?
Oh my God, these cards are so perfect. Like, honestly, I claim all of them. And like, if I didn't know how it works, I would say, oh no, you picked those cards before. You know? It's all it was all set up. Which we know.
I have moments like that too, but we know it's spirit. Spirit
Right?
always does this. Absolutely. Thank you. Chris, are you ready? Because you're the man of the hour right now, the winner for this week's prize, which is a personal reading, because he shared last week. So thank you for sharing, and I appreciate you. And this is the way I wanted to show my appreciation. So let's see what we have for you. Yes?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it. All right, we're getting 4 cards up here, or 4 cameras, and let me just change that background so it doesn't take away from anything. Okay, here we go. All right, Linda's claiming it. Sherry McQueen claiming it. Go ahead, girls. Okay, this is for Chris, the dreamer. The dreamer is the Fool card, Chris. This is about being inexperienced, but allowing ourselves to have a leap of faith, to follow our dreams towards unexpected opportunities. Key word here, unexpected. All right. So it's kind of like just recognizing that you have everything within you that you need to succeed, but then moving forward without the experience or the knowing the how anyways. Okay. It says practice moderation. So making sure you're also not working too much, Chris, or doing too much, and that you're reserving your energy when you feel low, and that you're only giving of your energy when you feel overflow. Okay. This way, you know that it's safe to put up boundaries when you feel like you're giving of too much, because that is the highest form of self-love that we can practice. One of them. Okay. And then we have here your let go card. Look at the bigger picture. So, you know, sometimes we kind of get like stuck in the how we got to do things, or like, I want to be maybe like the best author on the planet, let's just say. And it's just like, but that's such a big dream. And it's like, I don't even know how we're going to get there. So I get fuddled up within the next step. But don't worry about these little molehill steps. If you stay focused on that big picture and just be ruthless in your passion, all of those little steps won't even matter. They'll just be a little blip on your radar screen that would just be a memory of the past someday. So if you stay focused and stay aligned with your heart and practice moderation, you will succeed and accomplish what you are set here to do. Here's your animal that's helping you, Chris. Raccoon. Raccoon's a great spirit animal to have. You have all the resources you need inside of you, and you're getting that message twice because you are the fool right now, the inexperienced dreamer moving on the path, but you have everything already that you need, okay? And then if you need a message from heaven, Chris, of a loved one who has crossed over and no longer in the physical body, they are letting you know, as a soul, I can be in several places at once. So wherever you go in life that you need assistance from your spirit guides, they can be here and there and everywhere they need to be all at one time. And I'm going to give you your angel blessing, which is Angel Sarah blesses you with empowerment. Ooh, I love that. And Angel Celestina blessing you with creativity. And that is your reading, friend. How do you feel about this? Any thoughts? Oh, what did you get? Did you get the Fool too?
Can I chip in for Chris?
Go ahead. We got 4 minutes left. Go for it.
I got knowledge. Seek knowledge. And the mantra is knowledge brightens my horizons for the future. If you want to, if you Chris if you want the whole thing, just hit me up afterwards and I send it to you.
Okay.
Wonderful. So how you feel about all of these wonderful messages, Chris?
It feels like you hit me with a T with everything going on right now, actually. So it's actually kind of scary when you think about how accurate it was.
Oh, well, I hope it fills you with inspiration and not fear, and knowing that you're supported with the divine to do all the great things that you were assigned here to do. And I know there are great things you were designed to do in this trip, in this body that you're in at this moment.
Yeah, it was a nice reminder to take things in moderation, because I've just been trying to go at it hard. So this is a nice reminder to kind of step back a little bit.
Yes. And we know when we're irritable and we're restless, we're going too hard, because life's not about no pain, no gain. Life is about no pleasure, no treasure. Okay. So when we lose that joy, we're losing the essence of life, because life is all about inspiration and creativity and happiness. Ladies and gents, thank you so very much for being here today. I hope I didn't freak you guys out too much. I did that earlier. We got 3 minutes, so I got to tell you all this story real quick. We're going to throw it out there. So I went, and Tracy, hi. We went, and by we, I mean Weekly Dose of Dano and me, because I see some of you guys who follow him. We were camera shopping today in Feasterville, and I went into the store with him. And what happens? The guy at the store, he's standing there. Dano's over there, and all of a sudden I feel somebody's dead grandfather with me, and I'm just like, do I say something? Do I not say something? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to say something, because after 5 minutes, it was like, tick, 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 and I was like, all right, I'm going to say something. Hi, 7 people in the store. Is anybody dead grandfather smoke a cigar and wear this hat? And he's letting you know, congratulations. And then the guy was just like, oh my God, this is freaking me out. And the lady was like, that's my grandfather. My daughter just got engaged. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, congratulations from him. And then the guy's mom, the other guy that was there, his mom came through. And I was like, you were sick recently, because I see your mom making you some soup. And he was like, oh, how did you know that I got sick? Like, well, you were thinking about her while you were sick, and she brought you nurturing. And he freaked out. He's like, oh my God. I was like, write her a letter before you go to bed. I'm sorry, pull out a pen and paper before you go to bed and ask her to come in your dreams and watch her come in your dreams. The guy was freaked out. We talked for like 15 minutes. I gave him a reading right there in the spot in the middle of the store. Something I don't do, so don't expect it from me. But Spirit was like, so I just wanted to share that story. Thank you all so much for being here.
That's
I mean, this
amazing.
is divine encounters after all, so I got to share it. May you all go in love, light, and wisdom. You guys can hang out in the back room and exchange that information for a second if you want. Make sure you guys tune in Sunday for your horoscopes in random order, of course. And I appreciate every single one of you. May you all go in love, light, and wisdom to know thyself, love thyself, and remember the divine always has your back. Ciao.
Thank you.
Divine encounters.